What's going on, community? Man, today I wanted to touch on a SEC case that we really haven't talked about too much in our little ecosystem. Primarily, we've all focused on Ripple, the Coinbase case, and obviously RH's. That's why I think this one is so important. Is again, when it comes to the SEC, we've kind of leaned on. We don't think they're being very fair, and there's another case where they definitely weren't being very fair, and that case is the debt box case. Why this has really become to a head now is the SEC actually dropped back and they're going to withdraw their case against Debtbox because they got pretty well slapped on the wrist. But we're seeing this move forward, and there's actually a letter to Gary Gensler from JD Vance, who's the senator out of Ohio, and Senator Loomis, who, if you're in crypto, you probably know that Senator Loomis is very pro crypto. She's a wonderful lady, extremely educated. She's done a lot for the space, and I don't think she's also just manically pro crypto. She's very fair. I think she sees that there are properties in the space that are going to be more and more important in traditional markets and going forward. So I'm a very, very big fan of Senator Loomis. But I want to touch on just a couple of little clips here from the article that they, or excuse me, I guess the letter that they actually formally wrote to Chair Gensler, and just listen to some of the wording. And that's what I think is so important here. The way they have this written out here is the court became aware that the commission, talking about the SEC, made materially false and misleading representations and undermined the integrity of the proceedings. I mean, just flat out fire, right? Very, very clear there. Basically, the chair responded that there's a training issue. And of course, they're trying to basically put it out that it's more negligence than malevolence. But this response here, I think, is especially telling as well. This statement suggests the error was one of negligence rather than malevolence. But even this charitable explanation is unacceptable, that the commission counsel could be so unfamiliar with the relevant facts of the case, and that court is deeply troubling. Now, it goes on. Again, it's very unflattering. We'll make sure we attach the copy of the documents here. But why I think this stuff is so important to us is we've highlighted a few other people that are really big in the space, guys like John Deaton. There's a lot of really, really savvy guys that are, kind of standing up on the crypto side of the SEC, but they are not doing well in the courts and in the stances they've taken across, again, every case that they basically handled in the crypto space. Call a spade, right? They haven't presented themselves well. Most people think they're being very unfair, that they're being uneven in their application of these things. So that's why I thought highlighting this debt box and this debt box case, and also how these senators, again, these are the senators, right? This isn't crypto. This isn't from the industry. Like this is the sitting members of the Senate speaking out about this behavior and about how they've handled other cases and getting these things thrown out. So I think, again, that we can take this as very, very bullish sentiment, that we're going to continue to see more positive actions from the courts. And there are pockets of acceptance in the U.S. I know that all we hear is, the SEC doing this and the IRS standing up and doing certain things. Like they try to come at us from all angles. But there are pockets that are pro crypto, that are doing positive things, that are at least pretending to do the right thing. So I think we can be really bullish on this. So we'll get another update. I think April is the next kind of big telling court date for the motion to dismiss that will actually get filed by the Avengers that RH has handled, his legal team. So we'll keep forward to those things. But I think that we have a lot to look forward to, both in some of the responses to the debt box case and also obviously the big one with Coinbase. So there's a lot to look forward to between now and then. You guys know I kind of dig into this stuff, but let me know what you guys think. I'd be curious to see how many people are actually keeping up with some of these other cases, and other than wanting to call them names, how you think this stuff has gone, as far as the SEC. So I'll talk to y'all soon.